I like to say that a man is the closest thing to God. No matter what's going on, we have to rise consistently every day, and we have to provide consistently every day. We have to serve consistently every day.
He has to have a code. He has to have certain things he's going to say and do, and he means it. You know, when I was coming up, if a man said something, that was his word was bond.
For some guys, they're invisible to women. In order for them to stop complaining, they just really have to step up their game, meaning they have to step up their strategy. They have to become a more attractive guy. So the reason why so many guys are sexless is because they don't have any game.
Weak men need to be purged. And what I mean by that is that there was a time where only the strongest men had valuable things.
Anybody that's been out here in the last 10 years, it's easier to get sex than it is to make $100. Basically put yourself in a position and they throwing it to you. So I think, again, weak men have risen up and they have a voice and they spew their shit onto other weak men and they fall for it. And it's this whole victimhood thing.
I say, okay, put your arm out. They put their arm out. I say, grab your arm. You can grab your arm.
When I think of a man in my head, he takes responsibility with a purpose. And this responsibility gives him struggle, and through that struggle, he gets strength, and through that strength, he creates structure.
Smack your arm. You can smack your arm. Pinch your arm. Okay, you're real. Go fucking knock on Fear's door and grab his arm.
Whatever he wants out of life, whatever he desires out of life, whatever steps he wants to take to secure what he requires, I think he should be true to that first and foremost.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
See, the emotional male will always use emotions to make excuses for the fact he ain't shit.
You gotta be ready to go the distance behind what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to die about some shit.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity, specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now. Yo, we here. We are here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my lady April MC in the motherfucking building. Shout out to my lady April MC in the building. Shout out to Fat John, call me J Steve-O baby. Shout out to Joe Mayer, J Bird, Soulmonger, Blue Marvel was popping with ya. Scales Fitness in the building. Mr. Know-It-All is in the building. J-Rock TV. What's going on, Monogamous Player? How to Gentleman, the Creative Genius is in the building. Mel's P is up in the building. Guys, the game is going to be so heavy today. It's going to get some guys mad and upset and pissed off and everything. But, you know, that's what good game does. It gets you out your comfort zone. It gets you to see what's really going on out here in these streets. So, you know, walk around here like some goofy and not really know what's popping off out here, man. So today's topic, we're talking about how most women don't really want a serious relationship. You're like, Lucario, that's bullshit, man. You're losing it out here, man. You're losing it. What's going on with you, bro? What do you mean? That's all these women say. These women say they want commitment and they want to be married and they're marriage minded and they're dating with intentions and all that other bullshit. I'm going to break down to you and, you know, explain to you and show you that most women don't really want serious relationships. Actually, the guys, men are usually the ones who want serious relationships, not the women. It's really not the women. The men actually want serious relationships more than the women, right? This is why you always hear that statistic, or you always see, this thing where they say women initiate most of the divorces. Why do you think that is? That's because these women don't want to be in these situations. But I'm gonna explain to you why and how this occurs and what's really going on out here, so you don't get tripped up, so you don't waste a lot of time, so you don't get into some type of commitment with a woman and the shit goes left because you didn't understand what was going on out here in these streets, right? So now, what do I mean by, you know, most women don't really want a serious relationship and don't want commitment? Now, what you have to understand is that women, they'll want commitment, but it's a certain type of commitment. And there's a reason why it seems as if women want commitment, right? So what happens is this. The reason why it seems as if women want committed relationships in a serious relationship is because women are socialized to want that, meaning they're conditioned and socialized to want a commitment and a marriage and, you know, a steady situation, right? So a woman is like, I want a guy who's going to, you know, commit to me and to take care of me and to provide me security and all these other things, right? And so they're socialized to want that thing. So because they're socialized to want that thing, right? Then what happens is that it seems like they want that thing on the surface. Now, check this out. This is the part. Follow me here. This can get a little tricky, but this is what's going to explain all of it, right? So what happens is that women, when it comes to them being in a committed relationship, they want a commitment with a guy who they actually like, meaning a guy that they're actually attracted to sexually, a guy they respect, a guy that they really want, a guy that they really desire. That's the guy they want to commit a relationship with. The problem is that there are not a lot of those guys to go around. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Women want a commitment with a guy who they truly, truly desire. But there are not a lot of those guys to go around. So what does that mean? That means that women end up being in committed relationships with guys who are not their first choice. And this is why you have a lot of marriages where the woman is filing for divorce, because the guy she married isn't her first choice. She does not want to be in no serious relationship with that guy, but she is in that serious relationship with that guy. Why? Because she's been socialized to want to be in a serious relationship. So she's been conditioned to say, I need to be in a serious relationship because I'm a woman, I'm getting older. I should have a husband, right? The husband that I would want is this guy up here. But I can't get this guy up here, so I have to get this guy down here. But I don't really want this guy down here, but this guy down here is going to provide me with the committed relationship. But when she's dealing with the guys down here, then she's like, fuck, what did I get myself into? I don't really like this shit, and therefore she divorces the motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? But let's take a call real quick. Let's see who's on the phone. Call the number, guys, is 646-481-3901. So 609, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's up, Macario? It's Rudy. I donated it to your Cash App.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So what's going on? What's going on?
Before I ask my question, Macario, I wanted to say I saw that live, that video you and Miles covered on Monday with the dude getting scammed. And let me tell you something. Me and my homies, like back in the day, like 5 years ago, bro, we used to do the same shit. We would be online pretending to be girls, and we ran up a lot of money off of stupid
nigga, don't incriminate yourself, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. What's wrong with you?
Nah. I incriminated myself, but it was a long time ago. But it was just funny seeing that shit, because shit like that really be happening. But anyway, so my question today is right? You always say you always talk about the difference between talking at women versus talking to women,
right?
And like, what is like the main difference between that? Talking to women and talking at women.
Well, the main difference is, being aware of her responses. That's the main difference. So meaning that guys who talk at women are not paying attention to a woman's responses to what's going on. Guys who talk to women are paying attention to the responses. So when you pay attention to the responses, then you understand what is going on in the situation, which gives you an indication whether or not you should move forward or not, or to fall back, whether or not you should give her your number or just not give her the number. So what happens is a lot of guys that talk at women, they just sort of in some form or fashion kind of force the number on the woman. The woman just kind of takes it and she's like, all right, yeah, I'll take your number, but she's not really interested. But he didn't know she wasn't really interested because he's not paying attention to her responses. And so what happens is the girl just takes the number to get rid of him because she's like, all right, let me get his number so he could leave me alone. And then what happens is he's like, oh, how come this girl didn't call me? Or if, he gets her number, he calls her and she doesn't pick up or whatever. And he's wondering, he's like, man, how come these girls give me their number, but they don't text me back? And the reason why is because he wasn't paying attention to the fact that the girl wasn't interested. And he wasn't paying attention because he was talking at her and not to her. You see what I'm saying?
Now I see what you're saying. That goes into the soundbite of Rosebud saying, "Hi, you think I give a fuck about how you doing? I just want to hear how your voice sounds. Right. So let me know how
exactly.
to get at you."
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I do, because I walk up on girls and I say, "Hey, what's up? My name is Rudy. What's your name?" And just off their first response alone, I could tell if they're interested or not.
Right.
Just off their body language alone, if they say some stupid shit like, "Why are you getting so close to me?" Then I already know. All right, this ain't the bitch. It's
right. Exactly.
And that's why you also always say flirt with the girl and watch her response as well, right? Not just to compliment her, but to see how she responds to your flirting and all that, right?
Right, exactly. So that's basically what you need to check out for, because then now you're aware of what's going on in the situation. You see what I'm saying? Because if she's showing interest, then what happens is that it's easier to be able to flirt with her and create that sort of connection or spark in that situation, which means she's more likely, not a guarantee, but more likely that she will return your call or call you or whatever it is. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. So if she does some shit like, so if you flirt with her, you touch her, she does some shit like move your hand away, then you already know what type of time she.
Right. You already know she
okay,
right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to get that clear up, man. Shout out to you. Keep doing your thing, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother. All right. But yeah, man. So basically, what what I want you guys to understand is this, because when we talk about, women not really wanting a serious relationship, you guys have to understand how deep this is, meaning that you guys also are socialized to think women want commitment. See, women want commitment in the sense that it can benefit them in particular situations. So it's like, well, if I get this guy to commit to me and he has money and resources, then those money and resources could benefit her, and also she has a kid. But what happens is that she sacrifices the desire part of it just to get the commitment. So she's like, well, I don't have access to guys that I really desire who want to stay with me. So I'll commit to this other guy, even though I'm not that into him. And this is why you have situations where guys, their wives disrespect them. The wives don't give them sex. They're in a sexless marriage. The guys is on some happy wife, happy life type shit. And also the woman is initiating the divorce because from the beginning, she was not really into that guy. So she doesn't want a serious relationship with that guy. If she's in a serious relationship, what she really wants is a serious relationship with a guy she desires. Now, if she is in a situation with a guy she desires, she would want a serious relationship with that guy, right? Most women don't really get that. And if they do get it, they probably get it once in their life, if that much. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that most guys are not the guy that the woman wants to be in a serious relationship with. Most guys are the guy that the woman settled for. So most guys out there who don't have game, who have girlfriends and wives and all that other stuff, most of those guys are not their girlfriends or wives' first choice, right? So they're in a committed, serious relationship with those guys for convenience, but they don't really desire those guys, right? And this is why you have all these relationships where there's all these issues, because what happens is that the woman is in it because she's been socialized to be in it. But when she actually is in the situation and she's looking around and she's looking at her experience, she's like, man, this shit isn't all I expected it to be. It's not all it's cracked up to be, because the idea of being a wife and being in a committed relationship is way more enjoyable. The idea of it is way more enjoyable than actually being in it. Because when she's in it with a guy she doesn't really like that. So she's traded what she really wanted, which is the other guy, for the commitment with this guy. So she says, hey, I could not be a wife and just fuck all these guys that I'm sexually attracted to who will never wife me up, or I could be in a committed relationship with this guy who I'm not that sexually attracted to and who I don't really respect like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the dilemma that the women will have. And then so what happens is that if you're one of these guys who don't have game, if you're one of these guys who feel like they're lucky to have a woman, if you're one of these guys who cry at their wedding when their woman is walking down the aisle, it's a fucking wrap for you. You understand what I'm saying? She don't like you like that. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is why she doesn't want to be in that serious committed relationship. Remember, she only wants to be in a committed relationship because she is socialized to be, and she is with a guy who she respects and desires. Those are the only two reasons why a woman want to be in a serious committed relationship. And again, she will be in a serious committed relationship with a guy she's not that sexually attracted to. So she's settling because she wants to be in that committed relationship because she's socialized too. Now, if a woman can get the benefits that a committed relationship gives her without necessarily being committed to that guy that she's not really interested in, then she would do it that way. See, this is why you have a lot of women who will, or I should say this, you ever notice how guys, you'll see this on the internet all the time. Guys will be like, what is it with these women where they choose the wrong guy, and then after the fact, they want to, get with the good guy and then marry him then. Like they choose all the fucked up guys first, and they have babies with these fucked up guys, and then now they want the good, blue-collar, hardworking guy to wife them up. What's up with these ladies? These ladies always making bad decisions. How come these ladies always making bad decisions, and then later they want to, why? Because She really wants to be in a committed relationship with the guy that you said she's making a bad decision with and who she popped out the baby. She wants to be in a committed relationship with Pookie. But Pookie don't want her ass. You understand what I'm saying? So now she has to go to Mr. Nice Guy, and Mr. Nice Guy will take her. Mr. Nice Guy is like, oh man, I feel so happy to be with her. She's an amazing woman. You know, she's just everything to me and all this other shit, right? So now she marries this loser, and then she's like, oh God, I gotta be here, and he wants sex again. Oh, let me hit him with the, I'm too tired. I got a headache, thing going on. So, I'll push him off me. Okay, well, I haven't had sex with him in like a few weeks. Maybe I should just, sit there and let him do me real quick. Hopefully he comes really quick so I don't have to deal with this bullshit, right? And because she's upset that she's in a relationship with this guy she doesn't like, right? This is why the disrespect happens. You understand? This is where the disrespectful energy comes from, where she's belittling him. She's disrespecting him all the time. She's making fun of him. She's emasculating him because she don't like him in the first place. And every time she looks at him, it's a reminder that she had to settle. You understand what I'm saying? So she don't want to really be in that relationship. She would rather be with the other guy, but the thing is, she doesn't have enough game to get the other guy. See, let me tell you something. A woman who has game is able to get the guy she wants in a committed relationship. I'm saying it again. A woman who has game is able to get a guy she desires, respects, and really loves to be with her on a consistent basis and be with her long term. You understand? Women who don't have game settle for what they can get when it comes to commitment. You understand? And what they'll try to do is in some form or fashion rationalize it in their head, but they know deep down they're not really attracted to this guy. Because what they do is that they also play the game based on them being socialized to, put up this front that they really like all this super gentlemanly romantic shit. They like the fact that they act like they like the fact that their husband is sensitive. Oh, look at him. He's crying as I'm walking down the aisle because he loves me so much. No. You understand what I'm saying? Hi, guys, you have to understand this. Most women who are in marriages are settling. Most guys who are in marriages are beta males. That's how it works. Most women are settling. Most guys are beta males. Like I saw a video the other day where there was a guy who was married to this chick, and he basically asked her out like 10 different times, and he was in the friend zone. And then she finally gave him a chance. And basically what happened in that type of scenario is that guy has low self-esteem. And so he stuck around until she finally said yes. He's basically put her on a pedestal. He's chasing her. And she said yes to him and dealt with him because she gave up. Because the guys that she really wanted, she couldn't keep or she couldn't get. And so she said, okay, this guy, he worships the ground I walk on, so I'll take him instead. You understand? But this is where all of the disrespect and nonsense comes in. Because this is the thing you got to understand, right? Look at it this way, just so that you guys understand. So when I'm trying to explain to you about settling, right? Think about it like this. You guys might say, you know what? I want to hook up with chicks, right? You say, I want to have some sex. I want to have some casual sex. I want to have some fun. I want to get my dick wet, so forth and so on, right? But when you say that you want some casual sex, you want to hook up with girls, usually in your mind, you're thinking a hot chick, a baddie. You want the Instagram model to fuck with. You want a hot chick to smash, right? That's what's in your mind. Now, the reality is that you might not get that type of girl to smash. You might go to the club with your boys and shit. What's going on 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. You trying to pull something for the night. The night's winding down, and all you see is 4s, 5s, and 6s in the club. You really want a 10. Now, Even if there was a 10, you probably would be too scared to approach her, right? But what happens is you see that girl, she's kind of like a 4.5, 5 on a good day. She probably looks like a 5 in the dark in the club, but when you take her out, she's like a 4 or whatever. I'm just using the 1 to 10 scale right now. What happens is that because you're horny, you're probably gonna take the 4 home and smash, right? But you really want the 10. But you're settling for the 4. You understand what I'm saying? So now, let's say that 4 once she likes your dick and she, you end up smashing her, a few more times. And then, she likes the dick, but you're kind of like, she's there. I'll smash because I want to get my dick wet, but I don't really like her. Right? And then so what's going to happen is she really likes you, though. She really likes the way you fuck her. She's enjoying the sex and all that other good stuff. Right? So now what happens is that you get tired of the pussy, or you might meet another woman who is hotter than her that wants to have sex too. So then you kind of toss her to the side, you leave her on the back burner, or you just stop fucking her altogether. So now you go from fucking this girl to not fucking this girl because something better came along or you got tired of the pussy. But either way, what happened was from the jump, you wasn't really into her like that. So even though you wanted to fuck, you don't really want to fuck her, right? So it's the same thing when women are dealing with you guys in these long-term relationships. They want that long-term relationship, but they don't want that long-term relationship with the beta male. They don't want that long-term relationship with the loser. They don't want that long-term relationship with the guy who ain't got no game. They'll settle for it, but they don't really want it. Just like you don't really want to fuck the 4, you want to fuck the 10. She don't really want to be committed to the loser. She wants to be committed to the winner. She just can't get the winner. You see what I'm saying? So women don't really want to be in these committed relationships with these guys. This is, again, like I said, this is why most of the women are filing for divorce. Because the socialization made them get to the marriage. But then when they got to the marriage, the reality set in and they're like, you know what? I knew this guy was a loser. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. I'm in this situation with this guy. I had no idea it was going to be this bad, though. You understand? Like, I can't stand him. He can't fuck. He's whack. He doesn't have a backbone. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to him sexually. He gets on my nerves. He snores. And then they start going down this list of things. And they start taking the guy for granted. And again, this is going to be you guys if you don't have game. This is going to be you guys if you're putting women on a pedestal. I'm letting you know that right now. See, most guys want a serious relationship, right? More than women do. And you know why? Because most guys don't have the game to attract what they want or to attract multiple women. So most guys are living in scarcity. So when you're in scarcity, what you want to happen is that when you get hold of a woman, you basically are like, oh, I want her bad. I want her now. Oh, I want to marry this woman now. I want her to be my girl now. I want her, these are the guys that'll go on 2 or 3 dates and want to wife a chick up. These are the guys who they get what they call oneitis, where they meet that one girl and they're just so in love in fucking a week. See, these are the guys that women will marry. You understand? But these are the guys who are thirsty. These are the guys who don't have any self-respect. These are the nice guys. These are the guys who will do anything to be with a woman. But these are the most unattractive guys. You understand? And these are the guys that women marry and then end up divorcing because they don't want to actually be in a serious relationship with these losers. but they want to be in a serious relationship, so they settle for these motherfuckers. And if you're the guy she's settling for, it's a wrap, my guy. You're going to be the one screaming, she's for the streets. You're going to be the one that is, listen, let me tell you guys something. This is why the red pill is born, has been, created. That's basically what it is. The red pill is created because of guys who were with women who didn't want them. So why do you think they always talk about hypergamy? Oh, her hypergamous nature is going to make her monkey branch. When she finds a guy who's better than you, she's going to leave. Duh. Because she never liked you in the first place. She was just settling down with you. Keyword settling down, right? Because she wanted commitment, because she socialized to be in a committed relationship. So she commits to this guy, and then she dumps this guy, and then this guy runs to the red pill. And the red pill tells him all the things that he experienced. They're like, bro, these women out here are hypergamous. They're for the streets. They're going to monkey branch. I'm like, yeah, bro, that's the truth, bro. That's the truth. That's the truth, man. These women out here are all hoes and they're fucked up. That's the truth, brother. And so what happens is that becomes the truth because these guys didn't realize that the women they chose to be wives never really liked them or respected them like that. Those guys were useful idiots. You understand? The women were using the guys for security. They were using the guys for companionship. You understand? See, women are socialized to be in a committed relationship, and men are socialized to worship women. So you already got a fucked up combination right there. So the loser worships the woman gets with the loser because the loser proposes to her. So she gets the security and the consistency from the loser. The loser is miserable because he's dealing with a woman who doesn't respect him. And the woman can't get the winner because the winner is just off winning. You understand what I'm saying? And the winner is either just doing him and fucking a bunch of women, or the winner has a woman who's also a winner because that woman he's with, right, has enough game to handle a guy who's a winner. You see what I'm saying? So you guys got to understand that when you hear women say, oh, I'm looking for my one and, I want to find my person. Anytime when women are talking like that, it's a combination of their conditioning and them also talking about the guys they really want. When a woman says she wants a man, she's not talking about the loser. When a woman says she wants a man, she's not talking about the guys that they settle for. When a woman says she wants a man, generally what she's saying is, I want the man that I can't get because I don't have enough game to get him. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're saying. When I'm talking about the guy that I want as my husband, I'm talking about the guy that I actually want, but I can't hold him down. So I'll take the second, third, fourth, or fifth place guy, and I'll just settle for that because at least I'll be a wife. At least I'll be a girlfriend. At least I won't be single. So I'll take the title of girlfriend, wife, or whatever, even though I'm not really interested in this guy like that. You understand? You guys have to understand this is how shit is going right now. See, this is why even nowadays it's so much harder for guys to make shit happen because women are still under the illusion that they can get the top guy to wife them up. You understand? So women are right now, as we speak, extremely delusional because they think that they can get the top guy to wife them up. This is why the average guy's having a hard time on dating apps. This is why the average guy's having a hard time keeping a woman around and making shit pop, because a lot of women are still praying and hoping and thinking and wishing that they can get the top guy to wife them up. So this is why even when the average guy makes something happen with a woman, right? And the red pill will talk about hypergamy and the woman's going to monkey branch and jump to the other guy. It's because since these other top guys are fucking these women and these women are getting dick, they think getting dick equals, in a lot of cases, to them getting that guy. So they're like, even though this guy fucked and left, hopefully the next guy that I want to fuck will stay. But usually the guys who, they want to have sex with don't really stay because the women don't have enough game to entice the guy to stay. You understand? So that she has to fall back on the nice guy and marry him. You understand? That's why all the guys are, online complaining about women making their poor, bad decisions. See, if you're complaining about women making bad decisions in men, that means that you are not the bad decision that she made. If you're complaining about the bad decisions women made, you are not the bad decision. You're the nice guy that had to wait in line until she finished making her bad decisions. You understand what I'm saying? She's been fucking the bad boys, and, this is why I don't like women with high body counts, because what that really means is that she's been fucking all these other guys who are not me. And now she comes to me, and now I have no choice but to wife her up, because remember, she's not fucking me on the first date. I got to take her on 3 dates, get to know her, spend 90 days with her, and take it slow and all that other fuck shit. And so what happens is these guys end up marrying these women, and then these women basically are in situations where, they're in a marriage with these guys, and these guys have sexist marriages, and this is just how shit goes, guys. It's very sad, to say the least. Sad. It's really sad. Because, you have a lot of guys out here, they just want one nice special girl. They just want one nice special girl. I don't know why God created the game this way. I don't know. Because the funny part is you want that one special girl, but the reason why you're going to get played is because you want that one special girl. Isn't that weird how that works? Isn't it weird how that works? Like, you want this one special girl to cherish, to hold, to have. You would treat her like a princess, right? But the fact that you would do that is the thing that makes you unappealing. And then the guy who basically doesn't give a shit, she treats him like a king. Doesn't that grind your gears? Doesn't that get you so mad? You're like, I'd do anything for this woman. You understand? And she treats you like shit. And then the guy that treats her like shit, she'll do anything for. Interesting. It's just so amazing how these things work out. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself, why would a woman who is in a marriage, we just posted up the Judge Mathis clip off the Bad Boy show. You guys should go to patreon.com/Mr. Lucario, right? Look at that Judge Mathis thing. You got somebody who's been married for damn near 40 years, right? And the wife is like, I'm out, I'm done, it's over. Or you hear all these stories of the woman is like, she's sick of it, she's tired, she wants to get out of the situation. But these are the same people who say they want the committed relationship. How is the same people who want to commit a relationship the same people who's trying to jump ship? You understand? So he said, question, enormously loving the message and insight. It's very unique and a breath of fresh air. My question is that women just want to have sex with our deepest desires only and don't seek commitment. Well, yeah, that's the thing. So what happens is that, you know, you find the guy, I'm sure you find the guy that you're sexually attracted to. You like having sex with him. That guy you like having sex with probably is not going to be the same guy who's going to commit to you, be consistent with you, do all these other things. Why? Because he has 30 other women who want to suck his dick. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that, see, this is the funny part. Most women will commit to the guy they're not that into because she can't get the guy she wants. And most guys will commit to that woman because he can't get more women. So they're both in a way kind of settling. You understand? Follow me here. The woman is like, I can't get the guy I really want, so I'm going to settle for this loser. The loser's like, I'm going to marry this woman because I can't get other women. You see what I'm saying? Oh my God. And people wonder why relationships are hard and don't work. It's because you got two people, two losers getting together. Isn't that interesting? Two losers getting together. This is amazing. I'm telling you, because listen, you think if a guy could get a bunch of women, he would just be with one woman in a monogamous relationship forever? Fuck no. Again, I'm not saying that that guy will never be in a, serious relationship. I'm saying though, most likely, most guys who can get more women are not going to just be with one woman for the rest of their life. It's not going to happen. This is why you have, listen, why you think you have so many guys out here cheating? Because they want other pussy. They want more sex. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what happens is that these guys don't have the type of game to really, get sex on a consistent basis. Because a lot of times these guys who cheat on their women, it just kind of happens, because, it's like they was macking on accident. It was some woman at the job, or, they just randomly met a woman at a party or some shit. Right? So it just kind of fell in their lap. But either way, they cheat. And they're cheating because they want other pussy. So if the guy who can't get women, who have a hard time getting women, is still cheating, what makes you think the guy who can get women easily is just going to want to settle with one woman? That don't even make no sense. You understand what I'm saying? Makes no sense. And if the woman could marry the guy who she truly desires, she would never marry the second or third or fourth choice. Those guys will be invisible to her. See, most guys that women marry, that's the consolation prize. It's like, hey, I had some good sex with this guy. I was very attracted to him. He made me feel like a woman. He was very dominant, sexually attractive, and just, he just had that manly essence. But I can't keep him to myself. Either I gotta share him or I can't have him. And now she's like, shit, I'm too jealous. I can't take and I can't deal, with him being with other women. So I'm going to not deal with him, and I'm going to deal with this guy over here who's safe. This guy, this loser over here, he could never have other women. Are you serious? He's lucky to have me. So I'm going to stick with him, even though I don't desire him, even though he kind of makes my skin crawl sometimes, even though I'm not really that interested in him, and I'll probably throw him some pussy every 6 weeks or whatever, but at least he worships the ground I walk on, and I can feel safe with this guy. Even though I'm going to kind of be miserable, and I'm probably going to end up leaving him when I get sick of him, because he's going to keep trying to make it work. He's going to keep bowing down to me. He's going to keep trying to make things better, even though things could never be better because things were never good in the first place. I'm going to give him some excuse like, oh, I don't feel like the intimacy is there. You know, yeah, we're not having sex, but maybe if we just, you know, talk and cuddle more, and maybe if we date more, then maybe I'll be in the mood. And, you know, she's going to sell him that nonsense. But meanwhile, all it really is that she was never really into him like that in the first place. And his dumb ass is trying to make shit work when shit was never working. You understand what I'm saying? Well, let me get one of these calls real quick. I'm gonna go to 808. 808. What's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, Lucario, this is Jay out of Hawaii, man. Called before and I donated.
What's going on? What'd you donate at, bro?
Cash App.
Cash App. Hold on. Let me double check. All right. You say your name is what?
My name is Bruda.
Bruda.
Cash App.
On my Cash App? Mr. Lucario Cash App?
Yeah, Mr. Lucario.
Why am I not seeing it? You said it just now?
Yeah, hold on. Let me double check something. Because maybe you had an old Cash App.
It's $, Mr. Lucario. That's the Cash App.
Was the number 516-387-1224?
Nah, it's the Cash App is $, Mr. Lucario. You got to hit up that.
Got it.
All right, so hit that up and then call right back. The link is at the top of the chat. All right, so guys, hit up that link, man. Don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying? The link is at the top of the chat. Let me see what some of these questions are saying real quick. It says, why do I like a little friction when talking when talking to attract women in person or online? I don't want it to be easy. Is there something wrong with me? I mean, probably you just like a challenge or some shit. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is that most of the time when people see, this is the thing, right? What happens is that most of the time when people are like that, when it comes to dating and relationships specifically, it's usually because they are trying to sort of get validation through the friction. So they're like, I like when it's challenging because then if I could overcome this challenge, then that would mean that I'm, you know, good, or I'm this or I'm that. And what happens is that when you get it easy, you sometimes don't believe you deserve it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if it comes easy, you're like, well, wait a second, why am I getting this easy? Like, I don't deserve this. Like I'm not good enough to just get things. I'm not good enough to have things. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You know what I mean? So you gotta understand that. All right, so I think somebody's trying to call. I mean, I think he sent the Cash App or whatever, or the PayPal. You said the sound is out. What sound is out? All right, let me see what these other questions are saying until somebody calls up. It says, why don't these ladies just ask the guy prefer to be with for a relationship? Because that guy don't want to be in a relationship with them. That guy's busy fucking. You understand what I'm saying? Or he wants a woman that he deems is more attractive than her. All right, so 808. 808 was popping. What's going on, fam?
I'm back. I just sent it PayPal. Okay,
cool. I got you. Appreciate it. So what's going on?
Hey, so not so much a question, but more of a witness testimony for the Church of Lucario. That Lucario is over here preaching, and I can testify as to why that's definitely the case. I have fluctuating success when I'm following you. I have success when I don't. When I'm being lazy, I don't. And I can confirm that this is definitely the case. With it was a girl that I was kind of chasing after. doing everything that I knew I wasn't supposed to do since I'm part of the Church of Lucario.
He said the church.
And same situation happened to me. I just realized just how bad she was using me based off of the fact that I had the pleasure of being around her when she was with a guy that she was interested in, and the whole vibe was different, right? And so the other statement that I had to back up what you're saying is that not only do women settle for the man that she doesn't want, and then ends up feeling like she can still get the guy that she does want. The fact that the fact that she could get a guy that she doesn't want to settle for her, especially if she's given the least, whether it be no pussy at all or very little pussy, means that she thinks to herself, okay, then I could probably, if I just do better, if I do whatever I need to do, then I can get the guy that I do want to commit, because this is committed to me.
Exactly.
And then, yep. And so it works both ways. So you thinking as a man that is not really being a man, like a male, like Steve says, thinking that, oh, well, I got this baddie that must be not get other baddies, but you just got it on luck, or maybe she was just bored. You delude yourself into thinking, well, I don't really need to learn game. I could just get less money instead.
Right.
And she deludes herself into thinking that she can get the guy that she really wants, that she can get you to commit. She says, well, maybe if I just suck the guy that I really want to get better, fuck him better, and I can get him to commit.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying is see, and all of it stems from, a person not really having game. Because see, the thing is this, is that, if in order to attract the best, you have to be the best. You see what I'm saying? And so like attracts like. So this is why you'll have a guy who's a loser with a woman who's settling for him, but that woman is also a loser. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she can't even get what she wants. So what she's doing is that she's to an extent scraping the bottom of the barrel also. You see what I'm saying? So the guy, the guy in his mind, he thinks that he's coming up or having like the perfect woman. But what happens is what he doesn't realize is that the woman doesn't really respect him, and she's only using him as a tool so that she can have a certain status as wife or a woman who has somebody. You see what I'm saying?
Or just security, or somebody to put up her TV.
Exactly.
Or somebody to stand next to her at the bar to make her look like she came with somebody.
Or
a guy to chase other niggas away that are even worse losers than him.
Exactly.
Like a bunch of different stuff. They'll keep a nigga around, and then you know how a woman really feels about you, but based on how other people that she knows looks and treats you when you come around.
Now that's a fact. That's real shit. Because when you're not around, let's say she's around her friends, if she don't respect you, she's probably talking shit about you to her friends.
Mad shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Mad shit. There's some guys, and here's part of the reason I was putting up with it. I said to myself, well, here's what I'll settle for. If she ain't gonna fuck with me like that, maybe at least I can get her friends. No.
Right.
Because if you ain't shit to her, she definitely ain't putting you onto her friends.
And her friends are gonna look at you like you ain't shit also. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So
you don't want to watch the day.
Right. Mel's P in the chat said the group chat be the real deal. That's a fact. They be getting your ass in a group chat. And this is what I'm telling you guys is like, listen, this is why we preach to you guys that you have to understand your masculine identity. You have to love yourself. You have to hold yourself in high regard. You should only deal with women who are showing you high interest. This is why we tell you all these things, because what happens is that if you don't, you're getting caught up in basically dealing with a woman on her terms, which is her settling for you, and you feeling like, wow, I actually, got the woman of my dreams and all that other dumb shit, but the whole time she don't necessarily respect you. That's all when these dudes be like, oh, I wanted to sleep with my girl on the first date, but she told me we have to wait and go on 3 dates, and I got to get to know her. And then the nigga waited 90 days and he finally smashed. And now that woman is his wife. And now he's like, we have a sexless marriage. I'm like, duh, you idiot. Of course y'all was going to have a sexless marriage because she didn't want to fuck you from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? Yep. It's crazy.
Big talk.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, I just want to come over and testify.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So, guys, caller number is 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We will get to your question. All right, so let me see. Where was we at with the questions? So the stylist said if a girl was talking to a guy and came in the picture and getting her for myself, does that mean I'm not her first choice? What? Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Wait, if a girl was talking to a guy and came in the picture, you got to call in. I don't know what you're talking about, the stylist. Is it a bad idea to date women long term? No, absolutely not. It is not a bad idea to date women long term. The thing is, you want to make sure you're dating women long term who are highly interested in you. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of you guys date women long term who are not interested, who kind of like you. They have medium or low interest. So for example, if you are on a date with a girl, right? And you try to go in for the kiss and she moves her face or tells you she doesn't kiss on the first date, that is a woman you need to cut off. What most guys will do, because they ain't got no game, they'll go out on another date with the woman. So the woman rejected kissing him, and this fool will still go on another date with the woman. And all that's telling her is, oh, he's a loser. Cool. And this is the thing. She's not saying this a lot of times consciously. It's subconscious. This guy's willing to take me on a second date, spend more money, and I rejected him. You see what I'm saying? So now he's going to chase this woman all the way to the altar. She's going to become his wife. And he's going to be the motherfucker complaining that he's in a sexist marriage. He's the guy that's going to be complaining to his boys that his wife is tripping. Man, you know, bro, she's just tripping this week, man. You know, blah, blah, blah. It's like, nigga, you fucked up. It's crazy. Shit is crazy, man. So did you see how jealous Jay-Z got when he saw Sean Paul Dirty Dancing with Beyonce at the MTV Awards? I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that shit. All right, let me get this call real quick. Gonna go to 929. 929.
What's up, Lucario?
What's going on? Who's this?
My name is Kashawn. I'm 21, calling from New Jersey.
Kashawn, did you donate though?
Yeah, to the Cash App.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate it. What's going on?
So I got two questions. The first question is, like, how can you tell if a woman who wants to be exclusive to you fast is just settling for you, or is that or has strong desire to be with you?
You said how do you know if a woman that wants to be exclusive with you fast, like she wants to be your girl,
your
like,
girlfriend,
and she's like, oh, can we be together and all that other shit?
Yeah.
Right. So basically what it is this, right? Is you could have a woman who desires you, who wants to be your girl fast because she desires you that much. The issue though is that it still is up to you whether or not you make her your girl. You understand? So you still got to be the one to vet her, make sure she goes through what she needs to go through in order to prove that she could be your girl. Because what happens is some women are just thirsty for the relationship. You see what I'm saying? So this is the thing. What would actually make you know she really wants to be your girl is to not make her your girl. And she still continues to deal with you. You see what I'm saying? So meaning you're like, nah, we ain't doing that right now, but we're going to do this. And she still is doing whatever you say because she still wants to be with you. And then because she's being consistent with you and she's actually going through the vetting process and she's actually following your lead, then you'll say, oh, I've been dealing with this girl for like a year and change and shit. She's been on point. Everything I tell her to do, she be doing it. And she ain't giving you no fucking attitude. I'm not getting a bunch of bullshit from this girl. This girl not only likes me, but she actually is showing and proving that she would actually make a good girlfriend. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what it is.
So basically you saying that if she wants to be your girl and you tell her like it's too soon, like, strong desire would indicate that she still fucks with you, even if you tell her.
Yeah, she's still gonna fuck with you. Now, if she start acting like, oh, but why can't we be together? And then she start falling off and not wanting to deal with you because of that, then that means she wasn't really interested in you, because she was interested in the title. She just wanted to have the title. Because remember, I said women are socialized and conditioned to want to be in a relationship. So a lot of times women will get with guys that they're not really interested in just to have the title of girlfriend or wife, because they don't want to actually be single. You see what I'm saying? So they would rather be a girlfriend than be single. They'd rather be a wife than not be a wife. But so they'll do that even if they're not that 100% into the guy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you mind if I ask one more question?
Yeah, go ahead. You got the other joint. Go ahead.
So I was gonna ask, like, during the vetting process, you know how you and Miles say the first 3 months is just fucking, right?
Right.
So let's say you take her, you take the girl on a date because you want to get to know her, and that's what you want to do, and you smash by like the second date. From that point on, is it just fucking until the 3 months is over, or can you go on more dates because that's what you originally started to do?
Yeah, it should be. So basically, like, so if you, like, for example, if you meet a girl on a dating app, right, you might go on a date for the first time because y'all are meeting outside. Y'all don't really know each other like that. Let's meet in a public place, you get coffee, drink, whatever, right? And then let's say you either smash her that day or you smash the next time you see her. Once you start smashing, then you just keep it at smashing for 3 months. Do you see what I'm saying? So now the reason why you do that is because what happens is this, right? And I actually talk about this. This is why you guys have to go to badboymembership.com, because it's very important. And I teach you guys this on the program I have here right now on the screen, 10 rules for giving women your time and attention, right? So basically what happens is that when you're dealing with a woman, right, you give her the least amount of time and attention based on how much time and energy and effort she's put in and how much time she's been there. So meaning that if I just met this woman, right, and I've only known her for 2 weeks, right, that means she's getting the least amount of time and attention from me. What's the least amount of time and attention? Us fucking. That's it. You understand? So we're not going out and doing a bunch of shit. We're not going to dinner, to the movies. We're not fucking going skydiving and traveling. We're not doing none of that shit. You come over, we have sex, you leave. You come over again next week, we have sex, you leave. Now, the reason why you do that and you give her the least is because if the girl is actually interested in you, right? Interested in you, she will be grateful for the fact that she's getting anything from you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if she's not really interested in you, then what happens is that you have to compensate with more, right? So this is why when a woman really likes you, she just wants to fuck you. When a woman don't really like you, you have to pay her to fuck you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what that means is you have to do more because she doesn't like you. When she likes you, you do the least. When she doesn't like you, you have to do more. That's why when a woman says, hey, you match her on a dating app, you say, hey, let's meet for drinks. She says, oh, but can we talk more? Can we do this more? Can we conversate more? That means that she doesn't really like you like that, because if she liked you like that, then what would happen is you could do the least. You would just say, hey, meet me Friday, and she would meet you Friday. So every time you have to do more, that means she likes you less, right? When she likes you more, you just need to do less. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if she got a problem with, she say we already went on 2 dates, right? From here on out, it's just fucking. That means she's not feeling you like that.
Will you say that again?
I said, say if she says we already went on 2 dates, why every time I'm coming to see you it's just fucking? That means she ain't really feeling you like that.
Yeah. The thing is, if she says, damn, how come every time I come to see you we just having sex? That means she's not feeling you like that. Because if she was feeling you like that, then her attitude would be, oh my God, I'm so happy that every time I see him, we get to have sex. Does that make sense? You see the difference?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what you guys got to understand, is that when she's feeling you, and she likes you, she is happy to get any part of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that a lot of you guys, y'all are so conditioned to deal with women who don't really like you like that. So then they require you to do more. And this is why y'all feel drained when y'all deal with women, because you're like, oh man, dealing with these women is just so much work and trouble. And they expect you to do this, and you got to have 6 figures, and you got to have this, and you got to court them and you got to do all this shit for women that don't really like you like that. When a chick really is feeling you, you can do whatever, and she's down. Listen, I used to, for example, for first dates, I remember I took this one chick on a first date. She just ran. It was a chick that I think I matched with on the app, or I probably met her somewhere or whatever. I can't remember exactly what happened, but she had my number. She hit me up, and she was like, hey, what's up, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, listen, I'm about to go to the grocery store. You could meet me at the grocery store and come shopping with me. That was our date, to the grocery store. You understand what I'm saying? So this chick went with me down the fucking aisles of the grocery store while I bought some shit. You feel what I'm saying? And then that was basically it. And check this out. I was in a grocery store for maybe 20 minutes, right? I gave her a hug. I kissed her. I said, I'll see you later. And she only spent like 15, 20 minutes with me at the grocery store. You understand what I'm saying? And then she called me the next week. Oh, hey, I was thinking about you. Can we get to... You see what I'm saying? So she was grateful to have 20 minutes to watch me fucking shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. So I'm telling you, you ain't gotta do all this extra fucking nonsense with these women. If you gotta do more shit, that means she ain't really feeling you, bro. That's all it is.
I get that.
All right.
Thanks, Akari. I think that's pretty much all my questions.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother. All right. Oh, my bad. I cut him off too quick. Hold on. Well, I think this is monogamous player in the building.
Sir, yes, sir. What's up, Mr. Akari? You already know that I donated.
Appreciate it. What's going on, fam?
Oh, yeah. And real quick, I just want to shout out to that last caller because I'm glad that he asked that question. And I just want to be a testimony to what you were just basically just saying to him, because I agree, because I experienced the same thing. See, women that really like you, that really, really like you, are women that are willing to be vetted. Right. And the vetting process is a process where pedestalization does not exist. You see what I'm saying? So they understand, like, women, and that's why, like, even what you said, the guys that they really want, they know that guy, right, has 20 other women or 10 other women or whatever the case may be. So I like that. And that's why, like, when I was, out here dating and doing my thing, and I would always let the women know, I'm like, I'm just being honest. There's a 99% chance that we're never going to be together, but enjoy this experience. But that is the healthy way to go by it, because to be honest, women, even what you said, it's not the fact that women really want to be in a relationship, like that's like the end all be all. A lot of times women just want the experience. Right. And they know that with a relationship, it comes with the experience. But a lot of times that if the experience don't have to come with the relationship. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So when they fuck with a nigga that they really like, even what you said, like you invited a girl out, to go grocery shopping for an hour, and she loved that. I've invited girls out just to meet me up for hookah. I'm about to go get some ice cream. Right. And these girls was like, oh my God, this is the most amazing date, and I've never had this happen to me before, and I just enjoyed my time. So when you're a player and it's dealing with women like this on these type of situations, and you getting what you want, then you realize, like, well, I don't have to go on these expensive dates and do all this shit. Right. Because most of the women that I fuck with me, and they like me for the experience. They're not liking me because of the external shit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we can do. Exactly. Me and her can sit on my porch and just talk. Exactly. They're going to enjoy that. No, that's facts. You see what I'm saying? So even what you said, like, women that really like you are the women that are willing to be vetted. Because, to be honest, Mr. Cario, naturally, a woman should want the relationship first. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with a woman saying, oh, I really want to be with you. But the difference is a woman really liking you is a woman that's just letting you know where she stands. Like, oh, I really want to be with you, da-da-da. But I'm willing to, still go through the process if, things is on an upward trajectory with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's still essentially your choice versus a girl that's saying, oh, I want a relationship and we're not going to do anything unless we get this and get that.
Exactly.
And then, I ain't gonna lie, I had to let girls know in the past, like, okay, I know that you really don't like me because everything that I'm trying to do with you has to have a title on it. And I deal with women that it don't have to be no title.
Right.
Like even what you said, Mr. Cardio, just being graceful. Like you want to deal with women that are grateful to be around you. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you grateful to be around them, but you want women like that. It was so. Last thing I want to say, Mr. Cardio, have you ever had a situation where you had a fuck buddy that treated you top notch? Like she damn near treated you like her boyfriend. Like
exactly.
Outside of the fucking, she wanted to cook and she wanted to just show you this love. It's because she appreciated everything that you put into her life.
Right.
Because when it's time to move on, she's going to take all those positive traits and take it to the nigga that's really meant for her.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's all I want to say, Mr. Cario. Girls that really like you are willing to be vetted. And to be honest, Mr. Cario, a lot of girls that like me, that I really had a great time with, didn't even bring up a relationship. I'm just being honest. They just bring it up. Not to say they
that's a perfect point. That's a perfect point. That's a perfect point because this is the thing. Like the caller was saying, he was like, what if a girl's rushing to, she wants the thing. Women a lot of times will bring up the relationship because they want the title of girlfriend, because the title of girlfriend is more important than actually being with you. So because the thing is that if they're with you and they're enjoying being with you, they don't give a shit because they're with you. But what happens is that if they're not really that interested, but they're like, oh, he's okay, he's cool, let me be your girl so at least I can say I have a man. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the crazy part.
Right. That's true. Man, Mr. Carter, in the past, I dealt with women that knew. Once again, I never was a nigga that throw it in women's faces. I don't believe in doing that type of shit. But if you can read between the lines, you know what I'm doing.
Right.
And of course, I'm gonna be honest. But I've dealt with women that didn't give a fuck about the other chicks. You feel me? Long as on their Saturday they got their time, they were satisfied like a motherfucker. But that's all I want to say, Mr. Cario. Thank you for this topic. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother. That's what's up, man. All right, let me see what some of these questions say. If you guys want to call up, 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. So this says, can seeing her still engage with her ex subtly or sneakily be a sign of being her rebound, or is that mostly her just being attached still? Well, the thing is this, if you first fucking with a chick and like that's not your girl and you're just like doing what you do, you shouldn't even care if she's engaging with her ex or if she sees you as the rebound. You see what I'm saying? Because if you already have a plan of how you want things to occur, all you need to do is make sure she's following what you're saying. So if you say, hey, meet me here, she meets you there. If you say, hey, let's get together this day, y'all get together that day. Whatever she's doing with her ex is none of your business. You feel what I'm saying? So it says, how do you turn into the bad boy? Well, this is the thing. It's not this is the funny part, because I saw that video the other day with I think it was like Neo and what's the guy? Shit, why is his name? Nick Cannon, yeah. And they were talking about, I tried the nice guy thing, and then I tried being a bad boy, and that worked better, and all that other shit. See, when we talk about bad boy is just an archetype. It's the opposite of the nice guy. So all a bad boy really is a guy who is doing him and being honest. That's it. It's just you being honest. Do you see what I'm saying? The problem is most guys are nice guys, which is the dishonest guy. You understand? Because he's being nice, quote unquote, because he wants something from the woman. You feel what I'm saying? Well, let me get this other one real quick. So yeah, it's just about you, just being honest and shit. Hold on. So what's your thoughts on seeing potential, but she needs some work to do through your teaching since they don't come ready? What would be some general flags that can be corrected or are overcharged? Well, the thing is again, all you're looking for is she coachable? Is she listening to you? Is she cooperating? So if she's doing those things, then it's on the right track. You see what I'm saying? If she's not, then you charge your ass to the game. Says last time Ready Rock called into your show, he said he had a podcast. Do you know what his podcast is called? Nah, I don't remember what the podcast is called. I think he said he had a web series. I don't know if it's a podcast. All right, let's go to 914. 914, what's popping? Who this?
Yo, this is Jay on Only, man. You know I donate, man. Show love to the
Oh
game,
shit,
man.
what's going on? What's going on? So what's good with you?
You got it?
Yeah, I got you. What's going on?
All right. I want to start by saying, I know you tell guys not to do this, but I'll just do this, right? Hello, could you hear me clear?
Yeah, you good. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I was supposed to be this chick up on this Saturday, but you know, I was like, so I had called her. So I called her. She speak to her for like 10, 15 minutes. So, but it was like conversation was kind of dead, pulling teeth. So a quick question. The question is that, I mean, I don't feel like wasting my time going out. It's like, I already know if we I know you said that's different when you meet in person. Because to me, I feel like if the conversation is like smooth on the phone for like 10, 15 minutes, I'm like, okay, maybe there's something that can, I mean, like, there's some type of interest. And I'm not saying she wasn't interested. It was like pulling teeth. And she just sounded boring. I don't know.
So wait, what were y'all talking about on the phone?
Like, we just talking about like, hey, where you from? So that's the basic.
So let me ask you, why did you talk to her? So it's a girl you matched with on a dating app?
Yeah.
Okay, why did you talk to her on the phone? Why didn't you just set up a time for y'all to meet?
Yeah, I did. We're supposed to be on Saturday. I know I did.
Yeah, so then what? So then what are you talking to her on the phone for?
Okay, because I would like to. When I feel like sometimes I would like to just to fill the woman out, because sometimes I don't like to waste time, man. I'm trying to go out. Man, like, come on,
but
man.
Carl, you're wasting time by talking to her on the phone.
I know you telling guys to talk on the phone. Sometimes I just like to, you go on these days, it's like, like.
But this is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. Okay, let me paint a picture for you real quick. Right now, if let's say you came to an event that I was throwing, right? Let's say I was throwing an event, and it was an event where there was a lot of people that was coming through, and they had food, like they had like, steaks and salad, rice, they had pies, cupcakes, all these other things, right? So now let's say I say come to the spot. And then you come to the spot and this person made this really good apple pie and it smells delicious, right? Now, would you want a slice of the pie?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's good. I mean, I don't know what was going to be there too. And I tasted it and then I like it.
No, because when you got there, you smelled it and you was like, this shit smelled good. I want it, right? Now, if I called you and say, yo, come through, it's going to be pie, right? Just because I'm telling you about pie, that's not the same experience as you being there smelling the pie. You understand what I'm saying? So when I'm telling you about the pie, you might be like, yeah, that sounds cool. Maybe if I'm free, I'll come through, whatever. But once you're there and the pie is in your face, you're like, yo, this shit smell good. I want a slice of it. The reason why you want a slice of it is because the experience you're having at that moment is the pie is in front of your face. It smells good. That entices you to want to eat the pie. When you're talking on the phone, what you're missing out on is the smell of the pie. So when you're talking to the woman on the phone, what you and her are missing out on is the sexual tension that could be built while y'all are in person. This is why when you guys talk on the phone, it doesn't make any sense and you're wasting time, because what happens is that if you guys are to actually meet, you see how you said it was boring on the phone like it was pulling teeth?
Yeah.
Right. The interaction you would have had with that girl in person could have been way, way more interesting because y'all were right in front of each other. So then you would have been like, damn, she smelled good. She looked good. She would have been like, oh, he looking good. He got a nice haircut. He dressed well. So that will entice y'all to have a more fruitful interaction. Do you see what I'm saying? So now what you did was you got on the phone and I said, come through to get this pie. And you're like, I don't know. And you just hung up and was like, I don't want to waste my time going to see this pie. That's what you did, bro. This is what I'm telling you. Stop talking on the phone. Set the date up. Meet the woman on the date. Do you see what I'm saying? Because y'all motherfuckers see, the problem is is y'all think that y'all know, but y'all don't know. See, sexual attraction, right? You're not going to be able to make that happen on the phone unless you know how to talk that shit. And most of y'all don't know how to talk that shit. So this is why I tell y'all don't get on the phone, because y'all don't know how to talk that shit to keep it sexual anyway. So what I'm saying is wait until y'all actually get in front of each other and then interact with each other.
No, but I'm pretty good talking that shit on the phone call. But
no, you're not. You said it was like pulling teeth.
Yeah, because she was just boring, man. Like
No. She was boring because you were boring. Because you were saying, "Oh, you know, what do you do and where you're from and all." That's boring shit. What sexual shit was you saying on the phone?
No, I ain't gonna lie. You know
exactly. You ain't.
I'm with this shit.
You wasn't saying nothing on me. He was like, "So, where you from and how's your day going? What'd you eat for lunch?" You was talking that bullshit, right?
Yeah, don't do me like that. All right, next question, man.
All right, so
I'm still gonna go though. So yeah, I had a chick. I mean, like I said, remember I told you I have hints. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, remember I told you I'm yeah. I ended up getting a new hinge account, because I had a new phone. Mm-hmm. But whatever. So the chicks I'm meeting, I'm in CT, so my preference is black, so I'm not meeting them. But whatever. Long story short, I'm meeting chick out of state. So this one right here, she live in the Bronx, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. She has no car like that, but after she live in the city, so she works in the city, so I guess she won't need a car. Mm-hmm. So it's more like I gotta go out there and stuff like that. When I did tell her to come there, she was like, "Oh, I don't have a car. It's gonna be like inconvenient for me to take all that stuff." I was like, I'll go out there. I know don't press that car, don't press that button, don't do me like that. So I was like, I'm going to
I had to press it, but go ahead. What you saying?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go out there. But even though I did tell her, I'm gonna go out there, stuff like that. I'm gonna go drink. I'm gonna go to a lounge, dance with her, stuff like that. Have a good time and stuff like that. But at the same time too, can I add that? Can I let her know too if I'm coming out there too? Can I stay over her place?
Nigga, what?
No, after you think
what? That? What? This nigga? What? Are you? Wait, you said, can you say to her, "Hey, can I come over and stay at her place"?
No. Can I stay afterward? Like if the vibe is right, we'll go back to your place, have a little fun.
So wait, you want to spend a night at her place?
No. Can I spend after? Come over, have a little fun afterward. You think I should say that? But since I already told that,
you saying going over to her place? So you say, okay. So let me get this straight. So the chick, you said she lives in the Bronx.
Yeah.
So you're going all the way to the Bronx.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you make her come to you?
Because she don't have no car, something like that.
So how old is she?
She's 38. So with that.
She's 30. Okay, so
most people that live in the city, they just take like Ubers and stuff like that.
So she can't take an Uber? Hello?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't you tell her, yo, take an Uber, come to this spot near my crib. We're gonna get a drink. And if the vibe is cool, I'll take you back up to my place. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you do that?
No, I do. Like, it's like most of the women that live like far from me, when I tell them that, it's like, "Oh, let's meet halfway." It's like I don't know how you and mine are getting.
It's because she not feeling you, bro. She not feeling you. If she's like, "Oh, but let's meet halfway," or "Oh, it's too far." Again, she's not highly interested.
Okay,
that's all. Guys, you listen. You guys have to just accept that there are certain women, bro. You think that I don't get women who tell me that same shit? Oh, it's so far. Oh, I can't make it. Oh, it's, can we meet halfway? Oh, this. You know what I say to them? I say, "Nah, I'm good. You have a nice day." That's it. And I move on. And then I talk to a woman and I say, "Hey, meet me here." And then she says, "Okay, cool, sounds good." And she meets me where I tell her to meet me. That's it. Like why are you so worried about a woman who is not interested when you could actually spend more time focusing on the women who are interested? See, you're wasting a lot of energy worrying about that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you could just call it a day, because this is the thing. When a woman is being that way, it's good because it's saving you time and energy. It's just like, oh, okay, cool. So I can cross her off the list and then just move on to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, look, yeah. And get one more question, quick one, man. Get one quick one, man.
Go ahead. What's the question?
From that guy was saying, from that guy was saying, though, does that make sense? You were saying that too, right? You know, me and you always going back and forth about this, right? Mm-hmm. So you saying that, like, so look at April too. April says she's not a young girl.
Exactly, she's a grown woman. She's a grown woman. But go ahead. What's your question?
But okay. So your argument is this, right? What's going into this? But my thing is that how do you know that? Because I believe you're right. But you're saying that most of the situation between men and women, for instance, too, like most of the men who are in relationship or not in relationship or marriages, that 9 or 10 times the woman is settling. But Lakaria, my thing is that from your experience, though, how could you tell? Because I feel like, but don't you feel like there are some women out there who just get like to say, you know what, I really want to get to know this guy. I'm not saying that, not like you want to desire to fuck. Like you can meet a woman that she really wants you real bad. She's like, you know, I'm before I fuck Lakaria, let me see. But that never happened before.
Nope.
I mean, you got more experience to me. That never happened where you feel
This is what you got to understand. Like I said, the more you have to do, the less she's interested in you. You understand? So even let's take your situation. The girl hold on, check this out. The girl lives in the Bronx, right? And you're saying, hey, can I come over to your place? You're willing to go all the way to the Bronx to see her. So who's doing more in this situation, you or her?
Me.
Okay, then there you go. She likes you less. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple. Meaning she doesn't like you that much, because if she did, if you was to tell her, hey, come to where I'm at, she would come to where you're at. Remember I say if you don't remember anything on this call, just remember this. Somebody has to submit.
Yeah,
okay? It's either going to be you or her. Right. It's either going to be you or her. So in this situation, you're submitting to her, which is why you talking about going to the Bronx. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
I was going to say real quick, though, not to cut you off, because I have a woman right now. I have another date on Friday. Mm-hmm. Me and her, we spoke a little bit. We've been flirting heavily, stuff like that. Let me see if she has sex, whatever. Long story short, she down to come see me for a drink. She like, I'm down to see a sexy list. Boom. Like this one right here, like she's heavy like this. She's like 40 minutes away from me. She's down to come see me where I'm at. She give me no static. But I'm just saying that even though I could get those, but I feel like before I get those, it's like it got like 20 or 30 of them. You know what I'm trying to say? And this one, so I really like
20 or 30 what?
Like if I'm talking to a woman, it's like, yeah, I get there far, hey, come see me. Oh, I don't know, it's me in the middle. I gotta cut a lot of them off. You know
well, bro, welcome to the game. That's what's supposed to happen. You think, okay, bro, see, this is why I tell motherfuckers, you know, we are not pickup artists. We are not here for you to teach you how to fuck with 10 million women. You're gonna have to get rid of more women than you actually get with, bro. You see what I'm saying? So that makes sense. You might have to tell 20 chicks, fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? And then that next 21st one, that's the one that will come through and see you and do what she got to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, your issue is you're worried about the 20 that's not trying to do it.
Yeah, I always been like that. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's where the scarcity come through. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's where the scarcity mindset come through. That's when the frustration, all that shit. Because I'm thinking like, man, these dudes out here like Carly, man, they out here meeting chicks left and right. They come to see all them who fucking from Somalia, taking the 20.
That's what I'm saying. It's the perspective. See, your perspective is there's scarcity because you're focusing on the 20 women that's saying no. Do you see what I'm saying? What I'm saying that there's an abundance because I'm getting more women that's doing what I want. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is this, is that you don't need a bazillion women to fuck with. You see what I'm saying? So if you talk to 100 girls and out of those 100, let's say 5 of them are willing to do exactly what you say and do what you want. You need more than 5 women?
Say it again. I didn't hear it. Say it again.
I said if you talk to 100 women and 5 out of the 100 do what you want, are you telling me you need more than 5 women?
No, I'll be good. No, the 5 will be fine.
Exactly.
Right,
So if the 5 women, so why are you worried about the 95 that say no? Huh?
No, you're right. No,
you see what I'm saying?
It's like that. Every time, like, when I talk to you, I feel okay. Damn, it makes sense. But when I get, like you say too, but when I get out there, I'm like, shit, man.
You know why? Because your ass need to get on the Bad Boy membership and stop fucking around. You know what I'm saying? You need to get some coaching, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but all right, man. But thanks, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Too, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So let me go through some of these questions, and we're about to wrap this shit up in a minute. What does this say? Hold on. Where we at? Where were we at? It says, is it the case that society has brainwashed women into not wanting serious relationships? Ever heard of the Rockefellers? What does the Rockefellers have to do with this? No, the thing is they brainwash women into wanting that. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see what's the other joint. It says, do you think if a woman is pressing for it, oh yeah, you ready, she sees the guy as a loser. Not necessarily she sees him as a loser, but she sees him as, somebody that will give her what she wants easily. You understand what I'm saying? Or what happens is that she's that into the guy that she may want him that bad. But the funny part is usually when a woman wants a guy that bad, she's not really pressing for anything because the whole entire experience is enjoyable. So she's kind of going with the flow and going based on where he's taking her. So this is why I was saying before that, when a woman is interested in you, she usually don't be asking all that other shit. She just sort of follows your lead. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Let me see. How do I practice to not let being flaked on consecutively or rejected consecutively define me and keep my self-esteem up? Well, listen, there's this website. I don't know if you heard of it. Let me show you real quick. It's this new website that just came out called the Masculine Identity Membership. Get up on there. It'll teach you all the things you need to know. Do it. Feel me?
Just do it.
Also, the Bad Boy membership, you can check that out. Get on that website.
Do it. Just do it.
And make sure you check that out. You feel me? All right, let me kill these phone lines. I'm about to wrap this up in a second. All right, phone lines are down. Let me get to the rest of these questions, and then we gonna wrap it up. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow with me and Miles for the Friday show, 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. So what's your thoughts on seeing potential, but she's foul around the edges? And we already answered that joint. Hold on. We already answered that shit. You guys are sending me the same questions. So did you see that video going viral of the guy who went monk mode for a long time? Then all of a sudden he started getting all this ass. Send me that video, please, because I already know it's a bunch of bullshit just based on what you talk about. Please send me that just so I can have a good laugh, please. I beg you, just send me that bullshit. Why do you think a woman that flaked on me keeps hitting me up to say she's still interested when I told her several times she can move on if she is not interested, but she insists that she is? It's because the guys that she really want don't want her. So she's coming back to you. You understand? So sometimes what happens is that if you got a girl coming back to you and all that other shit is because, the guy she really wanted, the guy she was dealing with, stop fucking with her. The guy she really wants ain't really checking for her. So she has you as the the safe guy that she'll fall back on. You know what I'm saying? It says, what about those guys who say that if a woman sleeps with a man on the first date, quickly she's a hoe? Yeah, those guys are called beta males. Because what happens is that the beta, the guy who doesn't have game, the weaker guy, right? His perspective is that he is not valuable, unique, or interesting. So he says, if she fucks me, then she must do that to every other guy because I'm just like every other guy, right? The guy who is confident, who understands his value, understands that he's one of one. So he says, oh, of course this woman wants to sleep with me. I'm the shit. Like, why wouldn't she want to sleep with me? You understand what I'm saying? You see, it's different. It's a different perspective, a different way of thinking, a different way of going about things. So what happens is that when he's saying, oh, she's a hoe, that's really just a shaming tactic, because what happens is that the beta, he has a hard time getting sex quickly. He has to go take a woman out on a bunch of dates, court her, do all that other shit, right? And so if the woman is just sleeping with a guy, that means that, oh, well, she must be a hoe, because women who are respectable would never do that, because I date all these respectable women who make me wait. You understand? Who make me take them out on a bunch of dinner dates and get to know them. So those women aren't hoes, the one that make me do that. But the other women that's fucking these sexually attractive alpha males, you know, these women are whores. You see what I'm saying? So that's really where that comes from. This says, me and my girl is together 6 years now, but I want to date multiple women. She doesn't like it. Should I break up with her? Don't want to be telling lies and sneaking around. Well, listen, I don't like to tell motherfuckers to break up and all that other shit, but listen, look at what you're talking about. If you are in a relationship with 6 years with this woman, right? But you want to see other women, right? You first need to actually see, are you the type of guy who's equipped to do that? Because a lot of y'all be in these relationships, you're like, I want to fuck with a bunch of girls. And you're saying that because you're so used to being with your girl, but you may not have the capability to fuck with other women. So now let's say you dump your girl because now you want to fuck with all these women. You dump your girl and now you realize you can't get no pussy. You're like, damn it, I wanted to fuck with all these other women, but none of these women want to fuck me. Shit. So now you dump your girl in 6 years to try to fuck other women who don't want to fuck you. So the question would be, can you fuck other women? And are you just trying to fuck other women because you're very comfortable in your situation now? You see what I'm saying? So don't be a moron and throw away your relationship trying to fuck women who don't want to fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? It says, being that you put up a snippet of the Patreon about Judge Mathis, will you do an episode on YouTube about properly managing a long-term relationship? Well, I actually have, a program on the Bad Boy membership called How to Get Your Girl to Give You 100% Cooperation Throughout the Entire Relationship. And you can get that at badboymembership.com. So go to badboymembership.com to check that out. He said, can swiping all the women on dating apps but have to sort through the ones you like be also time consuming too? Well, you're gonna have to spend time, on the apps, but it's way more time consuming and more of a waste of time to try to not swipe on, all the women, or to be very picky about the women you're swiping on. Because let's say you spent an hour and you only swiped on 10 chicks that would never fucking swipe on you. And then if you would have actually spent that hour swiping on 500 women, let's say you match with 25, and out of those 25, you're like, oh, wait a second. Like, these women that I match with aren't the super, super dimes that I was trying to swipe on, but this chick is cute as fuck. This was the one she could get it. And but you would have never saw that if you wasn't swiping heavy. So this is what like guys who are new to online dating, what they do is they go on there and they're looking for the the hottest chick they could ever see. And then they're swiping right on that girl. So they might find 7 girls in a half an hour. They swipe on those 7 girls and they're like, how come I'm not getting matches? And I'm like, dude, are you serious? So instead of doing that, swipe on everyone. Within an hour, you swiped on, let's say, 500 joints. And out of those 500, you matched with, let's say, 15 women, and 5 of those women are 6, 7s, and 8s. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. This says, why am I worried about an other man, and why do I lack self-love? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. See, the reason why you are doing that and you lack self-love is because you are not on the Masculine Identity membership.
Just do it.
So make sure you guys get on the Masculine Identity membership. Get that shit cracking. All right, make sure you guys get that shit going. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Guys, appreciate y'all tuning in, rocking with your boy. So tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in 4:15 Eastern Standard Time for the Friday show with me and Miles. And make sure, that you guys get your tickets to the Game Kings screening. Make sure you guys go get that. And I will holler at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going on.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.